Salut et bienvenue. Right guys, welcome to this video. If you're watching this video right now, it means that your teacher has given you EBI7 on your latest assessment, the future tense. Now, this is a crucial EBI, guys. You cannot get a grade 4, which is like a GCSE grade C or above, without showing that you can use the future tense. And remember, it's more than a GCSE. We want you to go to France and use your French, and you'll need to talk about the future when you're there. This is a key thing that you must know to get good at French. Luckily for you guys, out of all the tenses, I'm not saying it's easy because they've all got their individual challenge, and there's nothing wrong with getting this as an EBI. I've had it as an EBI myself in my life, but this is one that you will be able to get the hang of quickly. And after today's lesson, hopefully you'll never see EBI7 again. So I'm going to explain how this tense works, do a few activities with you, and show you what you need to do at home to practice to make sure you never see this again. Before all that, every EBI is a long-term project. So there's two things that you can do and that you can change during the lessons and during our time when we're not doing assessment to make sure that you've conquered this EBI for next time. The first, when we learn a new verb, when we learn something new, learn how to put it into the future tense and use what we've learned here today to put it into the future. And that way you'll just get that bit of practice that means you'll get used to using the future tense, and you'll be able to use it with any verb. The second step that you need to do when assessment's coming up, you'll be set the long list of questions. And one of these at least, or more of them, particularly more of them if you're doing GCSE, one of them or more will be in the future tense. So when you're answering this question, make sure you clock, this is in the future tense. I've got to show the future tense. Maybe you can watch this video again and get some tips and then answer it as your revision homework. But that will help you learn, and then you'll get used to forming the future, to recognizing the future, and to absolutely smashing it. So guys, those are the two long-term things to do. What you can also do is our extra challenge today down here. You could watch this video, and to make sure you know it after, you could make a little revision poster and you could stick that up in your room, so then you could look at it yourself and practice and keep looking at it to make sure you've cracked it. That's a great extra challenge for you. Own your learning, own your independence. These are the two long-term things. What I'm going to do now is go through the key questions, and I'm going to explain this tense and give you guys some practice to make sure you've got it. Alors, so guys, how do you form the future tense? Well, we'll have a look at the English to see what we change, and then we'll go through what you need to do. It's the same method in French. So, four key questions here. The first question is a bit stupid because questions 2, 3, and 4 sort of give it away. So how many parts does the near future have? And then what's part 1, 2, and 3? Obviously, there's 3 parts of the near future tense. Let's have a look at them now. Before we go into that, I want to look at the English so you can see what changes to make it and put something into the future. Et voilà. So here we've got 2 sentences. I wear a t-shirt and jeans. I'm going to wear a t-shirt and jeans. What's the difference? The first one's in the present tense, the second one is in the future tense. So how have I changed that verb to wear to put it into the future? What have I added? I've added a bit that says am going. Now obviously that's going to change. I am going, you are going, he is going, she is going. And then I need the second bit to say to verb, like I'm going to wear, I'm going to watch, I'm going to do. So those are the different parts we need. It's exactly the same in French. So the first thing we need is a pronoun, which means the person doing the verb. And here's all our pronouns. You know these from before in French. So you need a pronoun for your first step. Who's doing the verb? Then you need a bit that says going. Now this is the trickiest bit of this tense because it's exactly like in English. You say I am going. You can't say you am going, he am going, she am going, we am going. What you need to do is change our verb to go for the person doing it. So this is our verb to go, aller, and it's an irregular verb, which means it changes completely. And here's how it changes for each person. Now, to help you remember this verb, there's a phenomenally annoying song link in the description today. Click on this and learn this verb off by heart. So we've got our first parts. Part 1, you need the person. Part 2, you need the verb aller, conjugated, which means change for the right person. So je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va. Then the next bit is tricky. So we want to say, I'm going to where, I'm going to watch, I'm going to do. How do we say that to verb? Well, let's take you back and look at it in another context. What's wrong with these 3 sentences here? Mr. Ennis likes plays football. Mr. Ennis dislikes teaches Damien. Year 7s likes eats bogies. Disgusting. What is wrong with these things? We don't say Mr. Ennis likes plays. I need to say he likes to play or playing. Mr. Ennis dislikes teaching Damien. Year 7s like eating or to eat. So what you need to do is we need to know how to say to verb or verb-ing. And to do that, we need an infinitive. So this is the full form of the verb before it's been changed, which ends in an ER or an IR or an RE. We need an infinitive because it means to verb, to play, to watch, to listen. So those are the 3 parts. Let's put them all together. First thing we need is we need the pronoun. Then we need a bit that says going, which is our verb aller, which changes, and a regular verb. And then we need the infinitive, the full form of the verb, which we do not change. It keeps its ER, IR, RE on the end. So let me give an example in the future tense. I want to say, I am going to play. Je vais jouer. Simple. We're going to play. Nous allons jouer. He is going to play. Il va jouer. Simple. All you need to do is have this bit here, the pronoun, the verb, and then our infinitive, and nothing changes. We are going to finish. Nous allons finir. You are going to wait. Vous allez attendre. Simple. Just put all 3 bits together. You need to learn this verb off by heart to make sure you're ready. So, simple. Let's put you to the test now. Et donc, can you answer these 3 questions? Put me on pause, see if you can. If you can't, rewind the video like a couple of minutes and watch again. If you can, I'm going to put you to your EBI challenge that you're going to do in your pink books in red pen. Pause me now, see if you can answer these questions. Hello, mes petits. You said you were ready. Let's see what we can do. So I've got everything you need over here, sort of, but I've taken away our verb to go because you need to know it off by heart. If you don't, watch the video, listen to the song until you've got it. And I've taken away the bit that says to verb. You need to know our infinitives. Ici, on a 1, 2, 3, 4 phrases possibles. Comment dire 1, 2, 3 en français? Numéro ici, this is your extra challenge. I don't think you can get this. This is a really tough today. See what you can do. So what I want you to do is put the video on pause, nice and simple, in your pink books. Can you translate 1, 2, 3? Don't look back in the video. Don't look at any notes. I want you to see if you can do this off by heart. If you don't know this step here because you haven't learned the verb, go away and learn it. If you don't know how to say to verb, if you don't know what an infinitive is, go back in the video and come back. This is your test to see what you've learned. Put me on pause. I'll go through the answers. When you're ready, restart the video. Hello, right guys, if you listen to me now, you've had a go at this. Let's go for answers and see what you can do. So I'm going to continue. Think about the 3 steps we've got. So je is I, step 1 done. I'm going. How does the verb aller change? Think about the song. It goes je vais. So je vais. And then we need our infinitive of continue. It's an ER verb, so it's just got the ER in the end. Simple. Je vais continuer. And there, I've got my future tense. I am going to continue, infinitive. All right, we are going to do. This time, think about your 3 steps. I need we are going. How is it? What does the song go like? Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons. So nous allons is we are going. And then to say to do, I just need my infinitive unchanged. The verb to do is faire. Put it all together. Nous allons faire. Voila, that's my future tense sorted. All right, next one, a bit tougher. The verb to study is étudier with an ER in the end. So all I need is he is going. How does it change? Je vais, tu vas, il va. So il va. The verb to study, unchanged. Infinitive is étudier. Il va étudier. Right, guys, and these 3. Our future tense. If you've got these three right, you have got it. Final one then was nasty. All I did was put two verbs together here. So she's going to want, and then the verb to be alone. It's just to show you whenever you want to say to verb, you just need an infinitive. So she is going is going to be, go through the song. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va. So elle va. The verb to want is vouloir, unchanged, and then the verb to be is être, and then the word for alone is seul. So it is elle va vouloir être seule. Et voilà. Amazing effort if you got into our extra challenge. If you got this one wrong, don't worry about it. It's all about 1, 2, and 3 today. Guys, this is the explanation of the future tense. Hopefully you've got this. You're not quite done yet in mastering the EBI. Your next step is your daily test. So your French teacher will have set you this for your homework. You've got your daily test booklet. Do not write in the booklet. What I want you to do, step 1 is in your pink books, copy out this box, copy out all the questions, copy out all the answers, and then copy out the blank test next to it. Then you're going to revise all the answers here. So you're going to spend your time learning this, make sure you master it. Once you've got it, this is what I want you to do. Cover up the answers, make sure you can't see them, and then in the blank test that you've copied out, take out your red pen, see if you can answer all of these questions and see if you can fill in any boxes. Then once you've done that, uncover this and look at what you've done and mark up your work. What have you got right? What have you got wrong? And then have a look. This is the ideal bit. Rinse and repeat. Go back to the start, revise the answers again, and then test yourself again, and then revise again, and then test again, and then mark again, and repeat until you've absolutely cracked it. And then if you've cracked it, say you started Monday and by Tuesday you know it off by heart, great. I bet you by Friday you will have forgotten it again. It's called a daily test because we want you to do it once every day, and the best students do this. Test yourself every day. If you can do it for 5 consecutive days in a row and get 100%, you've cracked it, you've got it, you've done it. So that is your homework for next time. Your extra challenge, guys, is to make a revision poster on this. So why don't you watch the video again, pause it, make a poster, make it look amazing, stick it up in your room or show it to your French teacher, show to make sure you've mastered this. This is EBI7. It is so important. Hopefully now you're happy and you can crack it. Thank you for watching. À bientôt. Au revoir.